Hello, and welcome back to In the Studio with Ophelia. I am Ophelia, and thank you all so much for joining me today. For today's video, I am going to be having a play with colored pencils. It dawned on me that I've never used colored pencils as a color pencil, but mainly as a way to make marks in my art journal or on a painting. And so today I thought it would be a great idea to just pull out my colored pencils and experiment in my sketchbook, and I hope that you guys will enjoy. Probably my most favorite way to learn a material is to just play with it and see what happens. And so that is what I'm going to do today, and I hope that you will enjoy. If you are new here, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being here. I upload here on my channel every other Thursday, and for those of you that have been here since the beginnings, thank you. Just thank you for all of your kind comments, all of just the support, because this is a place where I play with all of the art supplies and just have fun while we enjoy the process. So without any more words, I'm gonna flip the camera around, grab my colored pencils, and let's play. Hello. I started with my 72 set of Cezanne pencils and just my sketchbook. I had it taped off with some washi tape, and it was just a page that I had in my sketchbook that had been left over, and so I took a black permanent pen, the Accurate, and I just started making random lines all over the page, curved, and I wanted to make sure that they intersected to just give me some spaces where I could explore using these colored pencils. And then I just grabbed some random ones, honestly, and just started laying color down. I wanted to just play around with blending the colors, seeing what colors went well together, and so that's what I honestly had the intention of, filling this page and filling all of the spaces with different choices of blended colored pencils. Now, what I loved and what I found that I truly loved about these pencils is they really laid down the color nicely. I had no problems whatsoever, even with my poor pencil laydown or pencil strokes. I still had no issues whatsoever blending the colors nicely. As I said, I'm using the 72 set, but these pencils also come in sets of 12, 24, and 120. They felt really good in my hand. It's a 3.3 millimeter diameter pencil, and so it was a nice strong lead, although the lead was just very soft going down on the pencil, and because it's a wax-based pencil, I guess it felt as though it was just gliding across my page. The colors here have a good to very good light fast rating. And I just found that the colors released from the pencils just so beautifully. I had no trouble sharpening them. And they just blended together so smoothly. I kept an extra piece of paper off to the side to test out different colors of pencils before I actually went in with, or I should say, before I went in on my paper with the different colors. coloring this in took me about 7 hours or so, and I've just kind of was here in my studio. I would take breaks and do other things around my house and listen to music, and just kind of had a really nice relaxing afternoon on a very rainy afternoon here in my studio. And I found that, the time went by pretty quickly. I enjoyed the process of blending, and for the first time, just sitting and playing with my colored pencils. These pencils are available on the Jerry's Artorama website, and for the 10 of 72, they are regularly priced for $52.49, on sale for $41.99, and a super sale of $32.99 at the time that I am recording this video. The 12010 retails or regular price for $88.99. They are on sale for $62.99, and a super sale of $49.99. And so the pencils, I found, in all honesty, were just such a great value. I just truly enjoyed working with them, and you can, of course, do the very same thing with whatever you have around your studio as far as your colored pencils go. I just found that I really loved working with this brand. I have used, and I should say that this brand is by Creative Mark, and I know before on the Jerry's website I have used the Soho colored pencils, and I like those as well. They have just a harder lead. It felt as though, not as soft and creamy like these guys were, but just a harder lead, which would of course be perfect for if you were putting in any sort of detail. These, of course, were soft, but not so soft where I had to continue sharpening them, or where they would lose their point too often. So you can still get really nice details in with these pencils. And I just found that, again, there are just really no art supplies out there that I just don't find a way to enjoy working with them. And so I, in all honesty, enjoyed these just as much as I enjoy my Prismacolor pencils, as much as I enjoy the Soho pencils, as much as I enjoy all the other pencils that I have here in my studio. And I'm just continuing to work around this page, getting different pencil color combinations together. And I literally would just randomly pull pencils that just were pleasing to me, and then find another pencil in the set that was pretty pleasing, and it all just worked out as I continued to go around the page, just filling things in. And it was a lot of fun in all honesty, to just play with the pencils for once as they were created. Usually, as I said in the intro, I usually use my colored pencils as a way to make marks in an abstract painting. I use my colored pencils on a journal page, for instance, to make marks and such like that. One of my most favorite things is whenever I'm painting, I will have wet paint down and use my colored pencils to scratch into that and leave some of the color pencil behind. So that is how I usually use my colored pencils. And for the first time that I can ever remember, I just sat down and used them in another way. And it was great. It was a great way to use my time. Also a great way to just get to know this set of pencils that I've had and have basically used in abstract painting. The more that I carried on around this page, I found that I got a little more bold in my color choices and not just getting, say, yellow and green or red and a pink, or purple and then a lighter shade of purple, but I just went for, say, that black with the red or the pink with the gray, and the colors did still blend beautifully, and I just love the color payoff that you get with these pencils. The colors were very vibrant. Even the more pastel looking pencil colors, the pigment payoff was just great. As far as what I'm doing here, the light fastness really doesn't matter as much because this is just a page in my sketchbook where I'm practicing around, but it is nice to know that they are light fast or have a great light fast rating if you were to use these in a professional manner. I just find that these would be an excellent pencil for a professional or a beginner colored pencil person like myself. And I just kept making my way around the page. There were some really small areas that I used that black pen to just fill in the area instead of trying to fill it in with a color pencil. I just made a darker black mark and just carried my way around the page until I had everything filled in. I do hope that as you've been watching this, you've been inspired to grab your colored pencils and just have a play in your sketchbook with blending colors around and testing the colored pencils that you have. I will leave all of the products that I've used in this journal play linked in the description box below. Here I'm just peeling off that tape that I have, and I love the nice border that it left behind. I truly thank you all so much for watching me have a play with my colored pencils in my sketchbook today, and I will see you all next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.